he had ever spent on her over the course of their relationship. Tuesday Starbucks, 2 coffees, $11, 80 Valentine's Day flowers, $20 Uber ride last weekend, $14 birthday gift card, $200 dining out 12 times, total $1,770, split evenly $885 line after line, neatly laid out, tracking a full year of expenses like she was some kind of investment he wanted a return on. And at the bottom, in bold, total $2,897.36. I'll be generous. Just send me $2,897 and we'll call it even. Thomas and I stared at the screen, utterly speechless. I could feel the heat rising to my face, my hands curling into fists. This man had no shame. Did he really think we didn't know the truth? For nearly every dinner, movie, or trip they had taken, Natalie had been the one pulling out her credit card. Curtis had treated our family to dinner once, and it was at a damn fast food chain, on his birthday. Natalie had bought him the latest iPhone, spending over $1,200. On her birthday, all she got was a $200 gift card. And let's not forget last year when his father had a health scare. I was the one who went to the hospital with a $1,500 gift. But now he wanted to bill her, the audacity. And to top it all off, the email ended with a not-so-subtle threat. If you don't pay up, I'll have no choice but to go to your workplace and settle this in person. Settle this what exactly? This wasn't just absurd, it was pathetic. The moment the elevator doors slid open, I immediately knew something was wrong. A crowd had gathered near the lobby, murmuring and pointing toward the entrance. The air buzzed with anticipation, like people were watching some kind of spectacle, and right in the center of it all, Curtis and his parents. Curtis himself was hunched in the corner, his head down as if trying to shrink out of sight. But his parents, they were shouting like they were leading some kind of street protest. Mrs. Miller's shrill voice rang through the air. "Where is your supervisor? I want to see a manager." "We're here for Natalie. She owes my son money and refuses to pay up." The gathered employees exchanged puzzled glances, whispering among themselves. More people trickled in, drawn by the commotion. And then the moment Natalie and I stepped out of the elevator, the entire floor fell silent. All eyes snapped to us. Mrs. Miller, spotting Natalie, immediately pointed a finger and raised her voice another octave. "Everyone listen up. This woman, your coworker, dated my son for a whole year. She spent his money, enjoyed his generosity, and now that they've broken up, she thinks she can just walk away without paying him back. You tell me, is that fair?" The whispering resumed, louder than before. "Wait, is that true? I thought she came from money. Isn't her dad some executive at Granite Group? What if all that was just an act?"